so claustrophobic, to use the grenade launcher you would have to either shoot it at point blank range and hurt yourself, or be shooting at something you can't really see, and therefore you wouldn't be able to see the cool explosions. So instead of a grenade launcher, I made a flare gun. Each flare takes a space of 7 revolver bullets, and when you shoot one, it will light on fire every enemy it passes, killing them within a few seconds. It also bounces a couple times, and of course I made the flares clear shadows they pass. Beyond the new guns, I improved the visuals of the revolver, made the ammo inventory have a visible grid, and added bag pickups that will permanently increase your inventory space. I also implemented a reactive hand cursor to make it obvious what can be interacted with in your inventory, and just to make it feel more responsive in general. I also removed the mouse cursor from regular gameplay, which looks a lot cooler and feels better since now mouse motion directly translates to hand movement. I also added tracers to bullets so you can better see where you shot. It's just a simple stretched sprite that fades over time. And after showing some clips on TikTok, a bunch of people suggested I add in recoil to the guns, which I did, and it looks a lot cooler now. I was also suggested to add a little sliding to the movement, which I did as well. I'm considering adding some extremely slippery sections to the game in the future as well now, maybe for a boss fight or something. Another survival horror trope I wanted to add was lots of puzzles. I recently played Paper Mario and liked how there's a bunch of really simple puzzles scattered around the levels. So I made this simple pin lock puzzle that can go on ammo and health containers. It was inspired by that game where you have a bunch of face down cards and have to try to match them by flipping over 2 at a time. I really like how the locks came out, but I'm worried they might get too repetitive. I'll have to see as people playtest the game. I also of course added support for interactable objects like the locked containers and buttons I mentioned, and also things like readable notes. It's a very simple and intuitive system. If you hover your hand over something and a white outline appears, just left click to interact with it. And that's how the save system works as well. There are save points scattered around you, just one click to save at, though I did add a 1-minute timer on them to prevent too much save spamming. Something I was worried about was players accidentally soft locking their saves. Since your health is constantly draining as the parasite burrows to your brain, it's possible to save the game at really low health and then have no way to replenish it before you die. To get around this, I made so when you save, it never overwrites previous save files, but always makes a new file.